Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, represent, gotta represent. Chase a chick, never chase a bitch.
On Roblox, it can be controversial sometimes. Some people think it was better at the time, some people don't. Let's talk about that. So, I don't know how old you guys are, so like some of you may have not been around during this, but Roblox was a lot different many years ago. It's changed a lot. Also, I accidentally filmed this for way too long. I meant to only film for like 10-15 minutes. I filmed for 21.5 minutes, so I might cut some of like the end of the actual video part out. But we're gonna be talking about old Roblox. I mean old Roblox. A lot of people say that they miss the old Roblox and that they think it was better. I have to say that I completely and utterly disagree with that. Honestly, I think when people say that, they don't miss the old Roblox. They miss, like, their childhood. They miss, like, them being, like, happier. That sounds depressing, but, like, they miss times being simpler. Like, they miss the time that they played Roblox and they don't actually miss the game. Because honestly, I'm actually going to be making a video on like a really good Roblox game soon. Development in games, like, it's come so far. Like, okay. I'll talk a bit about that later, but first, I do want to say, one thing that I do think was better at the time, this is one of the only things I think was generally better, was the people who played Roblox in the community. Because honestly, I feel like some of the Roblox community, I'm not saying all of it, there's a lot of really good people who play Roblox, but I feel like some of the community has gotten really toxic, and it's like kind of sad, because like honestly, like the community and everyone in it used to be like so much better and so much nicer. But okay, let's talk about games. The games back then were fun. Obviously, I love them all. Still play some of them. I'm actually gonna talk about that in a second. But one thing that like the games in general, like development, just it's come so far. People have made amazing games. Like they're way better quality. They have amazing graphics, and just we have to admit, like some of the games now are way better quality, and it's true. Even like both types of games can be fun, but one thing I do want to say is the way I think these were better in a way because people who made the games weren't just making them for an income, they were making them for fun. And I feel like a lot of games now are just made for income, and a lot of games now are pay to win, and like kind of sad, because like now most games like are generally like if you want to do good at the game, in like a lot of games you have to buy stuff, and it's sad. So that's one thing that I do. Oh, I just looked at my screen and I saw me flying across the map. So that is one thing that I think was better about the games at the time. But honestly, you have to admit, games now, especially some I'm gonna be doing videos on soon, they're amazing. Like months of work probably went into them, and actually people who use Roblox Studio will know what I'm about to say. Like, they'll understand it. It's become so much easier to make games too. Like, it used to be really hard to make games. Like, you can't even, like, it was really hard to even like put blocks diagonal. So like it's even like they've even like made it easier to make games. Also, I just want to say, sorry for being quiet. I filmed this video at like 4:30 in the morning. I'm voicing it over at like 5:30 in the morning. Like it's currently 5:30. So like, yeah, that's that. Avatars, I think we can all agree they've come a very far way, because as you can see in the video, they were very blocky. Yeah, I love like the blocky characters. Honestly, I love the like old characters, but like a lot of work has probably been put into like new clothing and new accessories. Like I know a lot of like people who design Roblox accessories and clothing put a lot of effort into them. So I know that because on my old account I actually made clothing. My old account got banned. So I just want to say this real quick. I had this really old Roblox account. I had it for years. Like I had it for a really long time. It got banned in 2018 and I was so upset. It was like 2017, 2018. You guys don't understand how long I had that account for. That was the only account I'd ever had. I had it since like what you're seeing in this video. Since Roblox was like that. So yeah. That was really sad, so but like I honestly personally I do really like the blocky characters. I know a lot of people don't, but I'm gonna say avatars now have have become better though, because this is all my opinion. Because people put like days of work, hours of work, weeks of work into the clothing, and I honestly really respect that. So like a lot more. I feel like it's just people begin to put in more effort. I'm not saying that old Roblox like took no effort to make. It took a lot of effort. I mean, I could never make a game anything like this, but yeah. Dang it, I just forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my god. I made this video way longer than I wanted it to be on accident. I'll probably just either cut some out or leave the rest in with music. Honestly, though, I really like some of the old games, and I'm actually about to tell you guys a game that some of you who like were around might like. There's a game called Super Nostalgia Zone where you can actually go back and see like the old Roblox, like as the menu and everything. So I'll probably put a clip of that in. Alright guys, so here's the game. Sorry if the audio sucks in this clip. I'm not voicing this clip over. I'm actually recording this clip after doing the voiceover, so it's actually like 6 in the morning right now, so I also have to be kind of quiet. So basically when you get in, you're greeted with the old Roblox logo in the old menu, which of course has some popular games at the time. Sword Fights on High, Tappy on Robloxia. There's actually a lot of people playing this. Then if you actually have any friends playing Super Nostalgia Zone, they'd show up here and you can join them. This is my avatar. You couldn't change your t-shirt for free, or you can buy some stuff for ticks. I have 20 ticks right now. You get 10 every day. You log in, you get 10. So you can do that. No, I didn't mean to press that. Cancel. Then stats, knockouts, wipeouts, you know, all that. Badges. Then you have settings over here. And then ticks. This is just where you can buy ticks or subscribe to Nostalgia Club. So, pretty cool. You can like just go through, like join Doom's Fire Brick Battle or something. I'm just gonna let you guys see this really quick. So, up. And of course, when you get in, it has like this, instead of having like the blue bubble when you spawn in, it has the rainbow thing. So you know that's pretty cool. Can go explode some people's homes. Well, not homes. I play this all the time, so yeah. And then of course up here there's tools, insert full screen. As you can see, it says this button's just here for legacy aesthetics and has no function. I won. Then there's the help area, of course. And instead of leaving the game, you press exit. So that's Super Nostalgia Zone for ya. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's actually a game I'm playing in the video you're watching. I play it all the time. So let's move on to the next topic. Ticks. Oh boy, I was really upset when ticks were removed. I'm going to admit I miss ticks, but I think they kind of needed to be removed, because if they didn't, let's just think about that. Roblox would have lost a lot of money, their economy would have completely fallen, they would have no longer been able to support the game, and Roblox would either just kind of get destroyed and no longer be a good game, or it would probably get taken down after like a few years, obviously. It's like we would never be where we are now with Roblox if ticks didn't get taken out. It's hard for me to say that because I do really miss ticks, but I do like the way they handled it. Like, they gave everyone a warning. They didn't just take all the ticks away, and they did like the whole giveaway with like all the hats and stuff for ticks so people could spend their ticks before it was all gone. Sadly, I lost my account that had all the stuff I bought with my ticks. So, yeah. See, that account actually got deleted because it got hacked, and then Roblox banned it because they like made my game, because I had a lot of games on that, and they like put some very not nice pictures into it and stuff. So I was really upset about that. I never got my account back. I tried to reach out to Roblox and kind of sucked, but I like my account though. Of course, I have a pretty good account. Like, I have Robux on it and stuff. I'm happy with it. I just hope I don't get hacked again. I'm currently watching the sunrise as I'm filming this, well, voicing it over. I don't get sleep anymore. It's the coronavirus in my sleep schedule. Okay. Oh my god, I keep forgetting what I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna stop the voiceover. Hold on, I need to remember what I was gonna say. I'm back. I know it didn't sound like I left to you guys, but it did. So, I actually want to use my phone to pull up, like, Reddit or something and see what other people have to say about this. So, I'm gonna pull that up, and I will literally be back in, like, 5 seconds, but to you guys, it'll sound like nothing. Alright, y'all, I'm back. I did take a few screenshots that will probably be put on the screen, but I'm just gonna read you guys. Some of these, I only took screenshots of some of these also, and of course, the feed is called Household Roblox Bear. Of course, the first thing I see is people are very sentimental about things from the past. And then someone responds to that, very true, but I still enjoyed Roblox because life was simpler back then. No worries and nothing in the way, just enjoying a quick game with your friends. Which is true, but as I said, of course, people are just like, kind of, they're not missing Roblox, they're missing how times were simpler. Okay. Then we have someone who said, ticks, games that are simple-ish, not everything a cash grab, cancer GUI. Yeah, that's true. Like most simulator games. Updates weren't lazy, game creators cared about games. Personal, BC, and builders told me people were creative with their characters instead of a holiday crown and less toxic. I somewhat agree with that, yeah. And then someone responded to that saying, Roblox was always toxic and ticks was always botted. Like, you earned a ticket every time someone played your game, and the person could create a lot of bots and send them to his game and then convert ticks to Robux. And then someone responded again, but I feel like Roblox is getting way more toxic. Maybe it's because I'm now playing games like Lightsaber, Battlegrounds, and Arsenal, which I'm decent at, and there are more people getting angry, getting into an argument than rage quitting. Then the same person replied again, the other person, you have a point. I have seen an increase in players and majority of my friends, specifically Arsenal. And then there's just a few more ones saying, the only valid point you made with ticks. Yeah. Roblox is boring ATM. I'm honestly done. I can't find something to enjoy. I've been playing since 2016, is what someone else said. I'm not going to read all of these, obviously, so I'm just going to scroll past that. Okay, here's a very long one. I'm gonna take a sip of soda really quick. My throat's dry, and this is a very long message I have to read. Again, it's a collection of everything I've heard from different people and my friends who also play it. Not what I think. I joined back in 2010, and people weren't very not nice word, a freaking jerk to each other. But that's probably because the game's community wasn't huge enough to have a noticeable size of toxic people at the time. Only about 5 million to 6 million accounts. Still huge, but only about 50% of that population played at the time. And the fact that little children didn't know how to use a keyboard and chat in the first place. I do know how much effort goes in a Roblox game, any game for that matter. If they're made with a different program language, I'm a programmer, and I can't talk. I know how to use Lua/Python, and I've made games before and know all the graphical sounds, less design effort it takes a game takes. The reason most of my games have gone to freeing shelf collecting dust is due to the reason that I don't have the effort to make it in the will. Good on them that they have the effort to make a game, but that doesn't mean they make quality games. Having good effort and skill doesn't make a game meant for cash grabby sim GUI games good if you do bad choices. What I agree with you on is the fact that they lied about the update. That's very not nice, but some games didn't do that, so didn't need updates, so didn't lie. There's plenty of examples if we ignore all the boat ride games. By creative, I'm not sure. I guess I meant something similar to what you pointed out, that people don't have Robux, so it's very little Robux. They got creative and made t-shirts. You could volunteer for jobs and stuff for a group and get Robux with that. If you knew where to look. But I mean, Roblox people are not nice. I doubt you'll find a trustworthy thing like that. These days, it's free Arthur/bacon packages. I had to replace a lot of swear words and that's why I stuttered so much. And this episode again after that. Okay, let's scroll down a bit more. Oh god, another long one, guys. Okay. There are no records of you saying any of you being a developer unless you count the one thing you said. Most of the scripting is just copying off of Roblox's developer help. Pretty ironic that you say people these days are toxic while you constantly scold people and say you should be allowed to swear on Roblox subreddit, a game for children. And then say you can swear on a children's game subreddit because no one under 13 is allowed on Reddit. You also constantly lie about how you've been on Roblox one post. For example, you said that you played in 2008, but now you're saying you joined in 2010. Then you say you've been on Roblox for 7 years. You know, comments are archived and anybody can see it, right? Ignoring your lying, these are still not valid. I mean, no, social media has quite a small community, yet the amount of toxicity coming from the place is tremendous. And I'll go to one of your points, which I found on one of your archives, where you said most toxicity comes from children, but Roblox back then appealed to children way more than now. You say it was less toxic. Also, with the people were more creative point, no, clothing back then was MS Paint garbage. Just look at bloody pants, for example. To wrap it up, you constantly lie about everything you clearly don't know about looking and comment archives. I think I just witnessed someone get roasted, guys. So guys, I just did more voiceover, but it got cut out, so I have to reread a ton of stuff. So, I'm gonna scroll past the rest of that conversation because that was just, like, too much. Like, it was all, like, just a bunch of novels people, like, decided to write. So, let's read this one. Hold on, I'm taking this episode. My throat hurts. Also, the sun is, like, almost fully risen. It wasn't better, it was just different and appealed to the kids at the time, who today are now just jaded veterans looking for their childhood. When people mention the community, what they really mean is being able to talk to like-minded people. The kids playing Roblox games now have no issue doing so. It's just the older players who can't relate to the current majority anymore. Games were worse in overall quality-wise back then because of the limitations and the lack of ability. People say there was a charm, but it's really all subjective whether or not the game has it. They were simple, but that doesn't mean they're all good games. People will cite the greats at the time, but forget that for every great there was 10 different trash can games that would make you beg to play a simulator. Exploiting was extremely rampant in comparison to present-day Roblox, like inserting admin commands, spawning boxes, insta-killing everyone, and all sorts of fun things that could never be patched because Roblox didn't give a flip about the security back then. You know, I half agree with exploiting because a lot of exploiting does still happen today, especially with like games like Meep City. If any of you remember the hacking that happened, that was very disturbing for some people. Okay, here's another one. I need to take a breath. I personally prefer new Roblox, however, there are a couple things that happened recently that I disagree with. Chat filter. I have countless screenshots of normal conversations that just died because either me or the person I was talking to couldn't send any relevant messages. Premium. Builders Club did deserve an update, but not like this. I had OBC for about 3 years before the premium update, and the price for premium doubled, but didn't double the amount of Robux. For OBC, you paid $130 or $135, I don't quite remember, annually for 21,900 Robux annually. For premium, you paid $20 per month version. You pay $240 annually for 26,400 Robux annually. See the issue? You're paying 110 more for only 4,500 more Robux. For OBC, each dollar is roughly worth $168.5, but for premium, each dollar is worth 110 Robux. For the amount that you're paying for premium, 20 per month, you should be getting at least 40,435 Robux instead of 26,400 annually. It's simply a scam. I definitely agree with that. I'm just gonna be honest. But yeah. And then right below that, someone just said, I miss old Roblox. So yeah, that's basically all I really have to say. As you can see, a lot of people on Reddit do somewhat agree with me that generally Roblox has improved. No matter how much we miss it, we're actually only missing our childhoods. So, just to conclude this, old Roblox was an absolutely amazing time. I loved all the games and stuff, but it's just not, in quality-wise, is it better? Like, we've improved a lot. Quality-wise, of course, some things have, like, we've had some pretty dumb updates, though. Like, I hate the new chat filters. Like, I literally tried to say I like your outfit to someone. Wanna know what I got? I bleep! Your bleep! So yeah. Thanks Roblox for making it always sound like I'm saying something worse than I am. Like, I just tried to compliment someone's outfit on Royal High, but I'm not allowed to do that apparently. Yeah, I don't like chat filters if you couldn't tell. That is like one thing that I hate because they just keep making it more and more strict. Roblox, please, like, stop. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. Make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss a video. I'm going to keep talking for 2 more minutes because there's 2 more minutes left, so I don't want to just waste those 2 minutes. But yeah, if you guys do want to go check out Super Nostalgia Zone, we've had a spell in the description because I don't know how to leave links because I'm not very smart. It's a really good game though. It has the same homepage, it has ticks in it, it has the same characters, it has all the games that were popular and and it has like the same menu, so it's really cool. I play it a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. This is gonna run for about another minute, but I don't feel like talking for another minute. I have nothing to say, so yeah. Bye guys!